The Federal Reserve today held off on hiking its key interest rate for the first time in more than a year. Federal Reserve Chair Jay Powell signaled the pause is only short term. That's what you have to pay attention to. But inflation, it is coming down, and that is much needed in this country, with the annual rate dropping to 4%, the lowest we have seen in 2 years. That sounds like good news. So let's turn to the expert, Justin Wolfers, a professor of economics and public policy at the University of Michigan. Justin, my producers tell me for the last 10 minutes you have been in that chair eating cake and ice cream. I guess that means you're thrilled about what happened with the economy today.
I also just love cake and ice cream, mate. But what better way to spend the night? But, you know, if we want to say it's a metaphor for the economy, of course it is.
Of course it is, how? Because all sorts of people are still very worried. There's still some talk of recession. So take us through the noise. Politicians are going to paint this one way or the other, but you understand these numbers. What are they telling us about the economy?
Look, I just want to keep coming back to the most exciting thing that's happened in my entire career as an economist, which is we got unemployment down to a 50-year low. It bumps up and down a little bit from month to month, but this is the lowest unemployment rate I've seen in my professional life. It's lower than a generation of economists imagined possible. And if you really think about, is the economy delivering for people, it's all about that unemployment rate. So that, I think, is just fantastic news. The fly in the ointment, or in the ice cream, is, you know, inflation's been high, and it got as high as 9% there for a while. It's on the way back down. So inflation has moved. It's no longer a crisis, although inflation, I think, still does remain a problem. And the big question over the next year is how persistent is it going to be? Or as the pandemic clears out from the economy's underbrush, is it going to just start to float down a little further?
Then how do you balance the two when you're evaluating the economy, right? Some everyday prices are coming down, eggs, gas, electricity, but other big ticket items are rent, car prices. They remain really high. How do you evaluate those two?
I got really good news for you here, Stephanie, which is that rent prices are on the way down. So the way we calculate rent, what the government does is it looks at everyone who has rented a house. And it turns out that that has risen by about 8% over the past year. So that seems pretty awful. But if instead what you do is you go and look at the new leases that were signed this month, and you compare them to new leases that were signed last month or last year, you'll learn that that rents have stopped going up altogether. So that means this big part of the cost of living, shelter, is moving from prices rising dramatically to actually prices not rising at all. And that's going to be a big part of what pulls down inflation over the next year.
Then where are your recession fears, right? A few months ago, there were big concerns. They've begun to wane. And some people are saying, you know, we're out of the woods. However, rent may be going down, but there's another problem out there, commercial real estate, which is in serious trouble across in many cities across the country. How do you factor that in?
Right. So let me start on recession, then we'll go to commercial real estate. On recession, Stephanie, I've been talking to you, I think, for probably a year and a half now. And every week, every month, every conversation, you say, what's going on with recessions? I'm like, I look out the window, I can't see them. I pour through the data, I can't see one. The media kept talking about it. There wasn't one. And what's finally happened over the last maybe month or so is everyone's sort of woken up and they started looking at exactly the same data, and they realized that when we're creating jobs at an absolutely gangbusters pace, when unemployment is low, when so many economic indicators are hitting new records, that ain't a recession. And so it really looks like the economy is in pretty good shape. And in fact, the Fed came out today, its latest set of forecasts. Previously, it had been basically forecasting a recession. It's given up on that. It thinks we're in for a soft landing. Yabba dabba doo. Isn't that great? Now, you actually just raised my biggest fear, commercial real estate. Like, I don't know, the pandemic hit, lots of people stopped going into the office, work from home becomes a big deal. It's got to be the case that office buildings just aren't worth what they were a couple of years ago, pre-pandemic. And it's the only striking thing about this is it's taken 3 years for the market to finally catch up and understand that. But I really do worry about what's going on in that sector, and particularly if some of the loans are big enough to cause financial distress. We saw in 2008 the bad news that could cause. And so maybe that's the thing to be worried about.
And for you at home, if this segment went by you, went over your head, you're not interested in markets or numbers, just remember this. The numbers came out today, and what did Justin Wolfers do? He celebrated with ice cream and cake. It was a good day.